Hello, everyone. This is Tammy Morrison of Unleashing Your True Self. How are you? Let me do this housekeeping and find myself so I can share it out into my groups. Let's see. So, all right. So I'm super excited. Hey, Lelania, thank you for joining me. I'm super excited to be here because this is a spirit-led series. Those of you that watch me on a regular basis know that this is a series that Spirit gave me to bring in to share with you how to awaken the healer that is within each and every one of us. Because each and every one of us have a healer that is within us. And so for me, Spirit actually woke me up and shared with me that it was time for us to awaken. It's time for us to arise in this planet. It's time for us to understand that the reason why we are having the issues that we have in our life, the reason why we're having the sicknesses and the diseases and stuff like that is because of us, because we have to awaken the creator that is within us. Because we were created in the image and likeness of the creator. So that means that what we are creators. So I had to learn that, and that is something that I work with my clients on, because the thing is we have to get to this place where we dispel all the limiting beliefs, where we just eliminate those from our life and from our mind and from our hearts. Because what happens is we believe all these things that we were taught that really don't make no sense, some of which really have nothing to do. Oh, y'all. Oh, I didn't have my microphone. Some of which have nothing to do with the things that are going on in our lives. You know, we believe all kinds of shit that people have taught us, and now it's time for us to unlearn those things, and it's time for us to recognize that we have a healer that is within us, that lives within us. And so, Spirit gave me this series to do, and I've been doing it now for probably the past, I think, about 2 months. I've been doing it. So every time I come on here with a message from Spirit, letting you know that you too can create the life that you want. You can do the things that you need to do in your life, and you don't have to stay stuck, and you don't have to stay in that place where you have no idea what you need to do in your life. So that is the purpose for me doing this particular series. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Tammy Morrison. I'm an intuitive healer, and I help people to move from being stuck. I help them to heal in ways that they know how to connect to the divine. And so if that's something that you're looking for, please reach out to me on whatever platform you are watching this on. Thank you to Facebook. Thank you to YouTube, to Twitter, to Instagram. I appreciate everyone for being here and watching. And so, of course, we're going to do a short healing as well with this, because each and every time that I come on here, I'm being guided and directed to bring a healing to help you to connect with the healer that is within you. And so I'm super excited, because the thing is as we are going about our life, and as we are doing all the things that we have to do, the things that we want to do, the things that we desire to do, we have to get to this place where we release ourselves from all of those limiting things and all the things that are holding us back. Because a lot of times you just accept things. And so now is the time, because of this awakening that we are in, and also because of this amazing Lionsgate portal, which I don't know if you feel the energy, but I do. But it's an amazing energy in this portal. So right now I'm going to read this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful affirming statement: in the affinity of life where I am, All is perfect, whole, and complete. I see any resistance patterns within me only as something else to release. They have no power over me. I am the power in my world. I flow with the changes taking place in my life as best as I can. I approve of myself and the way I am changing. I am doing the best I can. Each day gets easier. I rejoice that I am in the rhythm and flow of my ever changing life. Today is a wonderful day. I choose to make it so. All is well in my world. And so I like that because it tells you that you choose, that the choice is yours. You can make a decision of how you want your day to go. You can make a decision that all is well in your life. You can make a decision that in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. So that is the way that you make the decision. And so I'm going to talk about how to change. So a lot of times we are in a place where we know that we need to change, but we need to release the need. Sometimes we have to release a pattern, and the thing is we decide to release the pattern and we make this decision. Now this has happened to me, so I can say that this is not something that I had to read about. I decided to make a change and I decided that it was time to change some patterns. And in the midst of that, everything fell apart. I mean, when I say everything fell apart, everything went to shit. My mama would say, sugar went to shit. Okay. And that's what happened. It's like all these things just started coming on you. And you at the time thought that it was because you were trying to release the pattern. But what happened is it was a sign that the situation was beginning to shift and to move. And so a lot of times when we are in our life and we begin to shift energies, things begin to move. And of course, it just wrecks everything that's going on in your life. It means that the things that you're doing, the affirmations that you're saying, the things that you're changing, the things that you made a decision on and you decided you're not going to take it anymore. You're not going to do that anymore. You've made a decision. So what happens is everything just falls apart. You lose friends, you lose family members, you lose all kinds of people in your life because you've decided that it's time for you to make this change. It's time to make this change. And I can tell you for sure, for true, that this has happened because this has happened for me a few times in my life. But you know what? I made a decision that I have got to do this. Regardless of how hard it felt, regardless of how many people fell off in my life, I had to do it. Because for one thing, I have made a decision that it's time to release toxicity in my life. And I don't care where it comes from. I don't care who brings it. I don't care because toxicity must go from me. And so if you made a decision like that, then you might experience some of those things. You might experience some people falling off. You might experience some things happening in your life that it just looks crazy. You might lose all kinds of things. I was going to say you might lose a job, but you might lose, all kinds of things. You might lose all kinds of people. You might lose family members. These things happen. However, that just means that you are in the shift, that you are transforming, and that you have moved energy in your life. Sometimes patterns move in a different direction. Sometimes we begin to see and understand more. And that is another thing that I'm here to share with you and tell you. Sometimes you decided, okay, say like if you decide to stop smoking, and I can speak on this one because I did used to smoke. So I decided to stop smoking. And I said, you know what? I'm willing to release the need for cigarettes. And for me, I couldn't do Chantix. I couldn't do patches. I smoke with the patches. Chantix made me feel crazy and have crazy ass dreams. So I couldn't do that. I had to let that go. I actually gave that away to somebody else. And I just couldn't do it because it just wasn't for me. And so for me, I had to do cold turkey. So I just had to release the need to let those go and just say, I'm not going to do this anymore. And that was what I had to do. That was the change that I decided to make. So the other thing is you have to make a decision that it's time for you to change. And you have to make a decision that no matter what you have to do, you have to make the change, that it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to make the change. It's time to release some things. It's time to let some shit go. It's time to stand up for yourself. And so that is what I'm saying today. So in awakening the healer that is within you, you just have to release the need. You have to release the need. If you decided that you want to lose some weight, which I tell people all the time, you don't want to lose it, because when you lose something, you can find it again. I know for me, when I lose weight, I always find it again. It comes looking for me. But when I decided to release the weight, then the weight left and it went. But I also had to learn that I had to release that need. You understand? I had to release the need. And so that is something that has come to me. And that is one of the reasons why Spirit gave me this series to do, because people don't always want to hear the truth. But the truth is what I'm speaking. The truth is what I have to speak, because for me, it's time for me to speak my truth. It's time to release so many things. And this Lionsgate portal has proved to be such an amazing time. And also, I'm telling you that as we move through this portal, and as we begin to release the things that we need to release, and if you haven't done it already, do a ceremony for yourself. Do a releasing ceremony. Write down on a piece of paper the things that you want to release out of your life, the things that you're not going to tolerate anymore, and get serious about it. If you want to give up, you want to release smoking, put that down. If you want to release some weight, put that down and be specific about what it is that you want to release. Do a ceremony, put that down. Write it down on a piece of paper and then burn it, or bury it in the ground, or flush it down the toilet. But in some way, get rid of it, because that is a symbol of releasing and letting it go. So it's time to do that. And I'm super, super, super excited that you guys have decided to join me today as I share, how to awaken the healer that is within you. And so the thing is when you decide to release something, make sure that you truly make a decision to release it. Why do I say it like that? Because many times I had decided to release smoking, and I did a few times. I quit. Let me put it this way. I quit smoking a few times. When I got pregnant, I quit smoking each time. I got pregnant 2 times in my life. And I quit smoking each time that I got pregnant, because I knew that it was not healthy for the baby. I knew it wasn't healthy for me either, but I knew it wasn't healthy for the baby, and I didn't want to give my kids a chance. I knew that, this world was really rough for them anyway, because they are coming in this world and they're Black. I knew that this was going to be a rough world for them anyway, and I didn't want to give them anything else that they would have to battle in this life. And so I knew that I needed to quit smoking. So I did. Each time I did, but then I picked it back up later, so I was like, okay, so now I need to figure something out. And so when I got to the place where it was time for me to release it all the way and not pick it back up, I did. But I did this thing. I wrote it down on a piece of paper and I burned it. And then I said, I release you. I release you. And I send you to God's light. Cleansed. That's what I did. I released it. And so that is an easy, simple way for you to release some things out of your life. If it's some stuff you want to get rid of, and especially during this Lionsgate portal, I would encourage you to do that, because this is an amazing portal with these massive energies that are happening now. So I want to guide you into a short meditation, if that's something that you can do. If you are not working or driving or operating heavy machinery, I'm going to guide you into this short meditation. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then I want you to see, feel, or imagine a bright light coming down from the heavens through your crown, into your third eye and your throat chakra, all the way into your heart. And I want you to feel it there, feel it expanding, feel it growing. And then I want you to take that light all the way down through your sacral, your solar plexus, and your root chakra, all the way down through your legs and your feet, all the way into the heart of Gaia or Mother Earth. And I want you to anchor it there. And then I want you to bring that light all the way up into your heart. And I want you to anchor it there. And I want you to feel that heart-to-heart connection between yourself and Mother Earth or Gaia. And then I want you to allow that light to go all the way up through your throat and your third eye and your crown, all the way up into the heavens, into the heart of Christ consciousness. And I want you to anchor it there. And I want you to feel that heart-to-heart connection between Christ, the heart of Christ consciousness, your heart, and the heart of Mother Earth. And I want you to take a deep breath and relax it there. And then I want you to take that light and go down, and I want you to visualize a ball. And I want you to see yourself in the middle of that ball. And then look down into Mother Earth where there's a hole, and the ball drops down into the hole with you in it, and you're anchored there. Take a deep breath. And then I want you to think for a moment about something in your life that you want to change. I want you to see that in a mirror, and I want you to see yourself looking in your eyes and saying out loud, I now realize that I have created this condition, and I am now willing to release the pattern in my consciousness that is responsible for this condition. Say it again. I now release that I have created this condition, and I am now willing to release the pattern in my consciousness that is responsible for this condition. And I want you to say it again, this time with so much feeling. I now release that I have created this condition, and I am now willing to release the pattern in my consciousness that is responsible for this condition. And then begin to think to yourself and ask yourself inside if you truly mean it. If you really mean it. Do you really mean that you're ready to release the patterns in your consciousness that is responsible for the condition that you have? And it doesn't matter what it is. I want you to know that it doesn't matter what it is. Are you really ready to release those patterns? Take a deep breath. And I want you to know that the universe will conspire with you if you will agree to release the patterns. God will conspire with you because you are a co-creator to release the patterns as long as you agree. Because as you sit with this and as you know that it's time to let these things go and to release these patterns, and make no mistake, it is a pattern, then Spirit will be there with you, holding your hand, guiding you, walking you, taking you to the place where you are able to see and know your spiritual team and be guided to go to this place where you can release those patterns, where you can see them just falling away from you. You can see them just falling away from you. You can feel the pain just releasing. You can feel the weight just falling off of you, releasing. You can feel the habits just releasing. You can feel the dis-eases just releasing. Just releasing. Now take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. I want to thank you so much for joining me for Awaken the Healer Within. And if you would like to have a healing session with me, I have a healing session, and I also have a 3-pack, which you get a little discount for getting a 3-pack session. So if that's something that I can help you with, I can assist you with helping you to change these patterns, helping you to get free and get released from whatever is ailing you. If you are feeling stuck in your life, if you are feeling like you are at this point of change in this transition and you need a little help in order to help you to transform into this place that you know who you are and you know what you want, if that is you, if you are dealing with conditions and diseases and you know that you're not supposed to be having those, you know that you're not supposed to be dealing with those, you know that it is time for you to step out. You know that it is time for you to shake all these things off and to release. You know this. So, what I would ask you to do is reach out to me on whatever platform you're watching this on. You're watching it on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram, and you know this is you, and you are ready to just surrender all of these things. You're ready to release all of these things. Or you've gotten to this place where you know that there's more for you and there's greater, but you just can't seem to tap into it. If that's you, reach out to me. Send me a message and we can connect and see if there's something that I can do to help you to move into these places. And again, I have one session or a 3-pack sessions, healing sessions. So if that's calling to you, reach out to me. Send me a message. You can comment wherever you're watching this as well. So again, thank you so much for watching me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, whenever you're catching this. And if you catch it on the replay, make sure you say hashtag replay. All right. So thank you so much for joining me and have a wonderful, amazing rest of your day. And make sure you join me again on Wednesday, same time, around 12 noonish or so, for Awaken the Healer Within, your spirit-led series. And if you like what you hear, make sure that you are following me on whatever platform that you are watching this on. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Bye now.